From the Presidential Palace, Manila, Dateline Malacañang.
Good day. This is Dateline Malacañang. As more than 27 million students return to schools on Monday, Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. will visit a public school in Manila for the formal opening of classes for school year 2025 to 2026. The President is expected to visit the Epifanio de los Santos Elementary School in Malate, Manila. President Marcos will be accompanied by Department of Education or DepEd Secretary Sani Angara, members of the Cabinet, and officials from the local government of Manila. Last Monday, the Chief Executive led the 2025 Brigada Escuela at Tibagan Elementary School in the municipality of San Miguel and Barihan Elementary School in Malolo City, both in the province of Bulacan. Meanwhile, Angara will also visit the Tenement Elementary School in Taguig and one school each in Binyan and City of Santa Rosa, both in Laguna provinces. Under Angara's watch, the DepEd has reverted to the original June to March school calendar in line with President Marcos's directive to prevent learning loss due to successive missed school days caused by various weather disturbances. Philippine National Police or PNP Chief General Nicolas Torre III in the meantime assured that 37,740 cops will be deployed to secure both public and private schools under its Oplan Balik Eskwela, or in English, Back to School. Torre said 5,079 police assistant desks near school premises will have 10,759 officers to assist students, parents, and staff. He said 10,687 officers will be assigned to mobile patrols and 16,366 to foot patrols, ensuring heightened police visibility in high-density areas and identified critical zones. Torre assured the public of the PNP's readiness and full coordination with the DepEd, local government units or LGUs, and other partner agencies. He called on the public to remain alert and immediately report any suspicious activity or safety concerns to the nearest police station or via the PNP's 24/7 hotlines. As part of pre-opening preparations, PNP personally actively joined the annual voluntary effort Brigada Escuela, assisting in the cleaning, repair, and repainting of classrooms and school grounds.
Dateline Malacañang.
Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. received a touching Father's Day tribute from his sons, who all shared personal messages celebrating him not only as the country's leader, but as their rock at home. In a video posted on social media Sunday, presidential sons William Vincent or Vinny, Joseph Simon, and Ilocos Norte 1st District Representative Ferdinand Alexander or Sandro Marcos honored their father with warm words and fond memories. Vinny said their father speaks 5 love languages: acts of service, gift-giving, words of affirmation, physical touch, and quality time. He recalled bonding moments, both simple and special. Vinny also shared the life lesson that stuck with him the most. Simon echoed the admiration, calling President Marcos the best possible father. Representative Marcos thanked the president for being a constant guide and mentor. Let us listen to the Father's Day messages of presidential sons William Vincent, Joseph Simon, and Ilocos Norte 1st District Representative Ferdinand Alexander Marcos.
My dad always gave all five love languages, honestly. Like, he always spent time with us. He gave us gifts growing up. So yeah, I think best of all worlds. My favorite bonding moments with my dad are just the time we spend together doing something. Whether it's kayaking or just watching TV. But so being together, like, in the same room is really nice. My dad always told me, "Pikon talo." So don't let other people's emotions get in the way of what you're trying to do and what you believe in. Happy Father's Day, Pop. Thanks for always being there for me, and thanks for being someone that I can always look up to. Love you, Pop.
Hi, Dad. Happy Father's Day. I'm just here to tell you that you're the best possible father I could ever have, and thank you so much for being there. I couldn't have got anywhere without you. I love you so much, and I hope you are having the best Father's Day possible. Love you to bits.
Hey, Pop. Happy Father's Day. Thank you so much for everything that you do for the family, for everything that you do for us, your constant guidance. It's an honor for me to learn from you on a daily basis, and thank you for everything that you do for the country and for standing up for what you believe is right, for being resolute in the face of adversity. And I hope that despite your busy schedule, that you can at least hopefully find some time to rest. I couldn't ask for a better dad, I couldn't ask for a better mentor, and I couldn't ask for anyone better than you to work with. So thank you for imparting your wisdom to me. Thank you for teaching me what is right, and thank you for all the sound advice that you give me, which I really do need from you sometimes. So once again, happy Father's Day, and thank you for being such a great dad, and thank you again for everything that you do for this country. Love you, Pop.
Heard the Father's Day messages of presidential sons William Vincent, Joseph Simon, and Ferdinand Alexander Marcos.
Dateline Malacañang.
Malacañang on Sunday said stable electricity has been fully restored in the province of Siquijor following days of rotating brownouts. According to a Palace News release, the National Electrification Administration, or NEA, completed the power restoration on June 14th, one day ahead of the deadline set by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. President Marcos personally intervened in the situation on June 11th and directed NEA Administrator Antonio Mariano Almeida to act without delay. Working closely with the province of Siquijor Electric Cooperative, or Prosielco, NEA facilitated immediate repairs in the generation sets of the Siquijor Island Power Corporation, or SIPCOR. It also coordinated the transport and installation of a generator set from the Palawan Electric Cooperative, or PALECO, while additional rented gensets from SIPCOR further secured the supply. The efforts brought Siquijor's total dependable power capacity to 11 megawatts, exceeding its peak demand of 9 megawatts and providing 1.65 megawatts reserve for contingencies. NEA assured continued monitoring to maintain reliable electricity for residents, businesses, and schools in the province.
Dateline Malacañang.
The Philippines Department of Migrant Workers, or DMW, is ready to repatriate Filipinos from the Middle East following the announcement of heightened alert status due to the Israel-Iran conflict. DMW Undersecretary Bernard Olalia said the DMW Migrant Workers Office, or MWO, and labor attachés in the region are on high alert for any eventualities. In a news forum, Olalia said contingency plans are on standby in case it is needed, and the national government is ready to provide immediate assistance. He said there are about 20,000 OFWs in Israel, employed as caregivers and hotel, agriculture, manufacturing workers, among others. Olalia explained that Alert Level 3, or voluntary repatriation, has been in place in Israel since 2023. When asked if there is a chance of a raise Level 4, or mandatory evacuation, Olalia said that it's the Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, that will decide if the alert level will be increased. Anadolu News Agency reported that Israel began its military operation early Friday, targeting Iran's nuclear and military facilities and killing its top military commanders and scientists. The attacks continued until Friday evening, with cities such as Tehran, Natanz, Tabriz, and Isfahan hit. Iran immediately launched Operation True Promise 3 after attacks on its nuclear and military facilities. According to Anadolu, alarms rang throughout Israel as a result of the missile launches, including in Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and Haifa.
Dateline Malacañang.
Meanwhile, the Philippines Department of Migrant Workers, or DMW, and Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, or OWA, is under alert to help overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs, and their families in the Middle East that is caught in the middle of increasing tensions in the region. In a social media post, the DMW released their Middle East emergency hotlines for immediate assistance and information. OFWs, or families in need of assistance, may call the Philippines 24/7 DMW OWA hotline at 1348. If they are abroad, please dial +632 1348. You can also reach them via Viber or WhatsApp at +63 908 326 8344 or +63 927 147 8186 and +63 920 517 1059. For hotlines in Israel, the Philippine Embassy in Tel Aviv hotline number is +972 54 466 1188. The Migrant Workers Office, or MWO hotline number is +972 50 762 2590, and the Overseas Welfare Office at +972 50 715 6937. Hotlines for Lebanon, the Philippine Embassy in Beirut, can be reached at +961 70 858 086, while the MWO's number is +961 79 110 729. For Jordan, the Philippine Embassy in Amman's number are +962 7 7907 7775 and +962 7 7721 9000, while MWO's numbers are +962 7 8149 1183 and +962 7 8519 1891. The DMW reminds that it is important to remain safe. Stay inside your homes if the place you are staying with is dangerous. The agency also asks for the public's cooperation to not share any unconfirmed information to avoid chaos. The DMW, Department of Foreign Affairs or DFA, Department of National Defense or DND, and OWA continues to monitor the situation to ensure the safety of all. The DMW said in the New Philippines, no OFW is left alone and that the agency is ready to extend a helping hand.
Dateline Malacañang.
Ambassador of Israel to the Philippines, Elon Flus, assured Saturday evening that Filipinos and other foreign nationals in Israel will receive the same protection as Israel nationals amid Iran's relentless air barrage. The envoy reported that 3 people were killed in the aftermath of Tehran's retaliatory strikes that began Friday evening following Israel's military attack, which killed Iranian top brass and targeted nuclear sites. The Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, earlier said no Filipino has been reported hurt in the trade of airstrikes. Based on the latest DFA data, there are 30,742 Filipinos in Israel and at least 1,180 in Iran, most of whom are married to Iranian nationals. Defending their Friday strike, Flus said the military action was necessary given the existential threat Iran poses to Israel, its accelerated nuclear program, and ballistic missile capabilities. The envoy said Iran now has enough enriched uranium for 9 nuclear bombs and had also increased its missile program, with a goal to produce thousands of ballistic missiles. The escalation of attacks between Iran and Israel sparked widespread concern and fears over a possible wider regional conflict. Israel's airspace was immediately shut down with no definitive timeline for reopening. Israelis across the world were likewise told to be vigilant and avoid displaying Jewish or Israeli symbols in public. Flus, meanwhile, noted that operations at the Israeli embassy in Manila continue as it assesses the situation on the ground.
Dateline Malacañang.
Still on Israel, the Philippine Embassy in Israel has assisted a Filipino worker who survived a missile attack from Iran that hit residential houses at Marom Nave Park in Ramat Gan City on Saturday. The female worker was inside a bomb shelter when the missile landed. She is temporarily staying at a hotel in Tel Aviv. A Facebook post of the embassy before dawn Sunday said more assistance and psychosocial support will be provided in the coming days. Included in the response team are Vice Consul Terry Bautista, Labor Attaché Rodolfo Gabasan, Overseas Workers Welfare Administration or OWA Welfare Officer Karen Paduyao, and other embassy staff. The embassy reminded Filipinos to stay in bomb shelters, mamad, protected spaces each time there is a missile alert. Philippine Ambassador to Israel, Eileen Mendiola, said a crisis management team has been formed and pre-positioned to provide relief goods, reactivate designated shelters, and prepare for repatriation. The Anadolu news agency reported that Iranian missiles have struck multiple locations in central and northern Israel, killing 8 people and injuring 208 others, Israeli media reported on early Sunday. According to Israeli Channel 12, around 50 rockets were fired at central Israel in the latest wave of Iranian attacks. The rockets landed in the Bat Yam and Rehovot areas near Tel Aviv in central Israel, killing 4 people Israeli public broadcaster Kan reported. Channel 12 reported that the attacks also left 195 people injured, 5 of them in critical condition. It is said that approximately 35 people were missing after a missile hit a building in Bat Yam, south of Tel Aviv. The Amariv newspaper said 6 sites were directly hit by Iranian missiles. Weizmann Institute of Science, a research university founded in 1934 in the city of Rehovot by Chaim Weizmann, who later became Israel's first president, was severely damaged in these strikes, according to other media reports. Meanwhile, 4 people were killed and 13 others were injured in strikes on northern Israel, according to Israeli media reports. Several buildings and streets near Haifa, Tamra, and Krayot sustained heavy damage as a result of the missiles falling. Separately, the Israeli army said that it intercepted 2 drones north of the southern city of Eilat. Earlier, the Israeli army said it is operating to intercept missiles launched from Iran and that the military is currently striking military targets in Tehran. In the early hours of Friday, Israeli forces attacked Iran, hitting nuclear and missile facilities and killing top military commanders and scientists. Iran responded with ballistic missiles targeting several areas across Israel.
Dateline Malacañang.
And finally, Taiwan is extending its visa-free entry program for Philippine passport holders until 2026. Taiwanese Minister of Foreign Affairs Lin Chia-lung announced the 1-year extension on his social media account Friday evening after making it public at the Philippine Independence Day reception hosted by the Manila Economic and Cultural Office, or MECO, in Taipei. The Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Manila said Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs would also issue an official announcement on Monday. Filipinos were first included in Taiwan's pilot visa-free scheme in November of 2017, allowing them to stay visa-free in Taiwan for at least 14 days.
Dateline Malacañang.
And that concludes this edition of Dateline Malacañang. For Radio Pilipinas World Service, this is Leo Magpayo. Good day and stay safe.
From the Presidential Palace, Manila, Dateline Malacañang.